Let's be real, leaving a corporate career isn't just about handing in a resignation letter. It's layered, it's emotional, it's scary. That's why today's conversation, today's video, is a letter to my corporate sisters. Sisters, let me tell you something nobody warned me about when I started getting degreed up and climbing that corporate ladder 20 years ago. They told me about glass ceilings, and they even warned me about working twice as hard for half the recognition. But nobody told me about the woman I'd have to become to get there and the woman I'd lose in the process. If you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that feeling of walking into the boardroom and switching your voice, switching your posture, switching your soul. You know what it feels like to be praised for being articulate and professional. Code words that mean you have successfully buried who you really are. Now, I'm not here to give you another empowerment speech, but you see the title for this video today. I'm here to tell you the truth about code switching that nobody wants to say out loud. And I'm here to tell you why that mountaintop I spent decades climbing, it almost killed the woman I was born to be. So if you're here today, welcome to my channel, Choice Destinations. But if you are here at this moment, it's because something in you is shifting. You're sitting in the tension between what you built in corporate and what you know deep down is no longer enough. And I want to say this right here. You're not wrong for wanting more. You're not ungrateful and you're not selfish. You're a woman who has invested her time, her energy, her mind, and now you're ready to invest in yourself. But look, we got to be real. Let's be real. Leaving a corporate career isn't just about handing in a resignation letter. It's layered, it's emotional, it's scary. That's why today's conversation, today's video, is a letter to my corporate sisters. I'm going to show you how to exit corporate without burning bridges or burning out. Because you're not leaving chaos behind just to create it all over again. This is about moving boldly, not blindly. If you're thinking, is this really the time? Will they even take me seriously? Or will I regret this later? I need you to keep watching because we get into what and how you can plan your next best move. But the elephant needs to be addressed. So let's talk about what code switching really cost us. Not just the surface stuff. We all know about that. I'm talking about that deep cost. The cost to our spirits, our authenticity, our mental health. This is a subject I highlight in my book, Choice Destinations, to go from corporate surviving to entrepreneurial thriving. During my corporate tenure, there were many mornings where I put on my corporate costume. Before major presentations or events, I practiced my voice in the mirror. You know the one, higher pitch, more nasal, carefully enunciated. I studied how the successful women moved, how they gestured, how they took up space without taking up too much space. You follow me? I became fluent in corporate speak. Circle back, low-hanging fruit, synergy. Words that felt foreign in my mouth, but open doors I thought I needed to walk through. And you know what? It worked. Full transparency. I got promoted. In 3 years, I increased my corporate salary by 177%. I got the corner office. I got the respect. But somewhere along the way, I stopped recognizing myself in the mirror. I had trained my authentic self out of existence, okay? The woman who used to speak with passion became very measured and calculated. The woman who used to lead with her heart, I started leading with emails and spreadsheets and strategic plans that had none of my soul ingrained in them. The woman who used to bring her whole self to work brought a carefully curated version that fit everybody else's expectations. And sisters, that's not success. That's survival. And survival isn't living. So let's talk about why so many high-achieving minority women leave corporate on the wrong terms. We stay too long, resent builds, and we finally leave. We go out in a blaze of frustration, and sometimes with burned bridges behind us, or we overthink it for so long that by the time we make the move, we're depleted, we're reactive, we're making moves out of desperation, and we haven't built a strategy for what's next. So here's the truth. You didn't build your career on impulse, so don't leave it on one. You deserve an exit that reflects your legacy, your leadership, your long game. So let me show you how this looks as the only Black woman in the boardroom. I was sitting in a leadership meeting, the kind I had dreamt of. I fought years to be invited to. So we're discussing client success metrics, and they turned to me, the only Black woman in the room, and one of the few women to that point, and asked for my perspective. Not my expertise, not my strategic input, my perspective. And if my 20 plus years of experience, my master's degree, my track record of success meant nothing, I was there to check a box and give them the minority viewpoint. And you know what I did? I gave them what they wanted. I code switched. I softened my tone. I made them comfortable. I played the role they needed me to play. And that night, I realized I had spent decades becoming someone I didn't necessarily even like, trying to reach a mountaintop that was never meant for me. That success I'd been chasing, it was built on the eraser of everything that made me powerful. My directness became aggressive. My passion became too emotional. My natural leadership style became something that needed to be refined. So I had won the game, but I had lost myself. And sisters, that's not a win. That's a tragedy. So here's what they don't tell you about authentic leadership. It's not about learning to fit into their systems or these systems. It's about building systems that honor who you are. And when I stopped code switching, set boundaries, and understood the power of no, when I stopped performing professionalism and started leading from my truth, something magical happened. The right people started following me. The right opportunities started opening up, and the right partnerships started forming. Let's get into some practical moves that create an exit you can stand on with confidence. Number one, get clear on your exit strategy. You're not running, you're repositioning. Your why matters, your win matters, and absolutely your next matters. Number two, I want you to audit your corporate currency. And let me define that. Corporate currency, that's the value you've built through the skills, experiences, and the relationships in your career. It's the equity you earn, the intellectual capital, the leadership, the impact that's transferable, marketable, and profitable beyond a job title. So you're not starting over, you're starting with strength. Number three here is leverage a framework. This is where my one-to-one coaching program, CAPE, Career Advancement and Positioning Experience, comes in. CAPE is for the woman who's not here for trial and error. It's for the woman who's ready to build her next move with strategy, not survival. So inside CAPE, I help you protect your peace, honor your purpose, and uncap your paper, because wealth is part of your legacy too. And listen, I'm excited about what's coming with CAPE. The clarity, the community, the conversations that are going to absolutely shift the trajectory of women like you. It's powerful. I want you to be a part of it. So check the link in the description. I'll be sure to put the application down there to apply, or You'll see it here on the screen. Here's the real truth, and this is where it gets real and raw. You cannot create psychological safety for others while you're suffocating your own authenticity. You cannot build inclusive environments while you're excluding yourself from your own leadership. Every time we code switch, every time we contort ourselves to fit their comfort zone, we're teaching the next generation that their natural selves aren't enough. We are putting front and center the very systems we claim we want to change. Your accent isn't unprofessional, it's authentic. Your directness isn't aggressive, it's clear. Your passion isn't too much, it's exactly what leadership needs. Your way of being isn't wrong. Their narrow definition of professional is. So to my corporate sisters, I want to leave you with this. Your career isn't ending, it's evolving. You don't have to code switch your way into a new space. Here's what you are building now. You're not here to shrink. You're not here to code switch. You're not here to perform, to fit in the rooms that weren't designed for you. You're here to build a career that honors every part of who you are, your wisdom, your experience, your culture, your voice. That's why I created Kate, not just to help women exit corporate, but to help them reclaim themselves in the process, to help them build something that doesn't require them to choose between success and authenticity. And the career you're building next, it should be designed to reflect who you really are, not just the version that corporate culture could. Here's what I know. The world doesn't need another carbon copy of someone else's version of success. The world needs a version of your success, your authentic leadership, your unfiltered brilliance, your whole, complete, unapologetic self. So let's build it together. If fear is whispering, what if this isn't the right time? I want you to remember this. Every legacy starts with a defining decision. This fear, it doesn't disqualify you. It proves that your next move actually matters. So here's the action step. Choose one career decision you've been overthinking because of fear. When you do, come back and tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if it spoke to you. Share it with your sister who's ready to move with purpose, and subscribe, because this is where we build careers by design, not by default. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, make your next move your best move.